Did you guys go pee? I bet you didn't. I bet you're a sinner. Just kidding. I'm kind of hungry now with no snacks. You should get some snacks. Get some snackies. I don't have any snackies though. Same. I need to go get some snackies tomorrow or something. Hello? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, does this mean I can uninstall that giant file? I think that means that. Long time no see. Welcome back. Woohoo! Double stream, double stream, double stream. Do 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 do. Wow, long time no see, everybody. Oh shoot, I still have my gun out. Oh shoot, sorry. I don't think it's very right to have my gun out in court. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's allowed. Oh, let me put it away. Goodbye. Goodbye, gun. You served your purpose. Don't shoot us! I won't shoot you. Also, I think I said hi. Hi, Malleus! Welcome back. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Let me put on my controller. I'm gonna plug in my controller. Don't get spooked, okay? Don't get spooked. It's just me. Welcome back. Thank you! I still think it's fitting. The gun? Objection! And a gun is pointing in your face. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Do, 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 do. Do you guys remember, or do you guys need a recap on what's going on in Ace Attorney right now? 23rd of October. 10:44 a.m. The Old Bailey. Bro, giving us warnings like when we played Apex. I remember. Also, no audio. Oh, thank you. Here we go. Mr. Naruhodo. What on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? My hypotheses. My amazing hypotheses. You've been picking holes in it from the start. Oh god, I forgot. Recap, I missed 2 AA streams. Basically, Mr. Hairbrain here is accused of murder. I don't know where we were 2 Ace Attorney streams ago, but Mr. Hairbrain here is accused of murder because someone died in one of his science project experiments. And he's like, why would I ever kill that guy? Like, that guy is the guy that funded my whole project. And basically, everybody is saying that his... How do I explain this correctly? Basically, his project is being able to, like, compound the molecular structure, like, stuff in a person and, like, beam it somewhere else and rebuild the molecular structure. So basically, teleportation. And he's being accused of murder right now because the person in his experiment perished. And the thing is, he perished on the other side, like across the street, like he was actually beamed across. But everybody was saying, like, that's not physically possible. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Oh yeah, we debunked his hypotheses to save his booty. Yeah, I know, and he's mad at me. He essentially is accused of killing his funder so he can keep all the government. Yes. So basically, if the government thinks that your project has any promise of potential, they will give you like a bunch of money every year. And so that's why there's like a lot of people submitting their experiments to this like science fair situation. And they're accusing him of like killing his like funder so he could take all the money. Yeah. So that's where we are. And we just debunked like his hypotheses of like, because he was saying, because right now they are accusing him because one of his tools, like his screwdriver, his flathead, is like the murder weapon. Oh, Black Rabbit, thank you so much for the raid with 7 billion people. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome in, Raiders. Can we get some clever waves for the Raiders? Welcome, welcome in. Hello, my name is Clever Kiyomi. I'm the magical girl of luck from the future, and we are currently playing the Great Ace Attorney. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Black Rabbit. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. And hello, David. Welcome, welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Hi, Mimo. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming I know where this raid recommendation came from. But Mimo, hello, welcome back. Good. Black Rabbit, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the Lucky Cats. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Fall Guys? I am kind of a Fall Guy connoisseur. if you have the Among Us skin, we are homies and besties. Mimo totally. Hello, welcome in, David. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the raid. Totally not my idea. Alright, buddy-o, bucko. Man cares more about proving his science is right than he cares about being proven innocent of murder charges. Yeah, that's basically where he is. Fall Guys? Yeah, yeah, if you haven't heard already, I unfortunately have to cancel my Fall Guys stream on Sunday. As of right now, it is still on, but I think it's gonna be canceled. I don't think I'll get home in time, unfortunately. But yes, Sag, Clover hates us. No, I promise next week we will play Fall Guys. I promise, okay? I know I still owe you guys Fall Guys. So don't worry. We'll play Fall Guys next week. But yes, if you don't have Fall Guys, you could totally install Fall Guys to play with us next week for community night. Because yeah. First time viewer here, excited to finally watch you live. Hello, Kuryu? See? Kurusi? I'm gonna call you Rusi, if that's okay. But can we get some clever ways for the very first message in our chat? Welcome in! We're very excited to have you here. Welcome in to my Ace Attorney stream. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so yes. Basically, Clover narrating 101. Hello, welcome in! Great Ace Attorney. Yes! This game is awesome. Hazel, do you like this game? It's one of my favorites of all time. But yes, I try my best to do voice acting, so I hope you enjoy. Okay. Sorry about that. But you promised me! Sorry, I'm trying to sound like a nerd with him, but I just can't. Cause, you know, I'm not a nerd myself. You're doing great, thank you. Dude, I love this game. Yes! Same! Hazel, same! I'm actually...
Grizzly bear? Rawr. Be gone, lads.
Me? The Grizzly Bear? Rawr! Alaska, thank you so much for the 4 months with your Prime gaming on me. I'm so honored it's on me this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I hope you enjoy your badge and your emotes. Welcome back to the Lucky Cats. I can't wait till we get our new emotes, guys. I'm so excited. You said you'd prove that dreaded explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling into anyone else's hands. But all you've done so far is try to undermine me. Yes, I did make you a promise. You're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there? But if I just run through some equations... Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he? Is it me or the sub message is still on the screen? Oh! Oh my god, I know what I did wrong. Oh my god! I know exactly what I did wrong! Uh-oh. Oh no. Your streamer broke something by accident. Wait, give me a second. Your streamer was testing stuff over the weekend and forgot to do stuff. Guys, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Your streamer is not an idiot. She might be an idiot, but that's okay. Be gone! It might be there for 2 minutes, okay? But that's okay. Just don't mind it, okay? It's just gonna be there for 2 minutes. Oh, it's gone! It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Okay, it's fine. We're good, we're good. All is good. Oh! Oh no! I feel like... I feel touched you're preserving my sub for so long. Has it been like that the entire stream? Yes. It's just no one has subbed to me, so... we could have had a Call of Duty moment where there was just an alert for 2 minutes while I was busy shooting people. You're so right. It's all my fault. Oh my god, this is me, if you even care. I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster! No, just as a scientist, but as a human being! Well, that might be a little over the top. And while we're on the subject... What about Burke? He's being awful! Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean? He's a disaster! Not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being! Oh, but no! Wait! He's the Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as a Homo sapien anymore? Glad that's cleared up. Can I double-check something with you? Ah, yes? What? The machine and the demonstration you prepared. They were based entirely on your hypotheses, I presume? There was no trickery involved? I drew the plans for the machine with my own very hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet. But please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it. Alright, Professor, I understand. Okay, I believe him. I don't know if I believe his funder. Counsel, defendant! The prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please. It all hinges on that demonstration. If the professor's hypothesis is as sound as he claims, it leaves him as the only person who could have possibly have killed the victim. But on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant. A practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible. Oh, right, he did it. Yeah, we have a new witness. So really, what should I be trying to prove here? Wow, that head nodding kind of made me dizzy. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify? The prosecution is ready, my lord. Dude, if I had the Call of Duty voice, I would give that to Baron von Zieks. As is the defense, my lord. So, Lord Van Zieks, I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes. Maybe I could try it. Let me try the Call of Duty voice.
Indeed they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective. So the testimonies we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Perfect. A detective of all people.
The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstrations on the day in question was scientifically sound. And consequently, the sole person with the...
I can't do it. I can't do it.
The sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused. Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So, bring forth your witnesses now. Bailiff, show the witnesses in. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
Who the fuck are you?
Bravo 6. Bravo 6, guilty.
That's how they talk. They talk like
the huskiness in their voice. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear.
It sounds like they have something stuck in their chest or something. My name is Balthazar Loon. I am the of all the hot air balloons in vicinity of the experimental stage. My name is Wilhelm Gostrich Sigismund Ormstein. Hello? Hello? Thank you for the lyrics, Zaps. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I have come to see the Great Exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Ducky. Also, hi, Ducky. I don't know if I said hi to you. I am very rich. Wow, okay. I mean, if you want to introduce yourself like that.
Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective. Even Erlach Sholmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got up to go to one of them balloons. Oh, we have eyewitness accounts from the air. That's what's going on right now. Weird flex, but okay. I think you pronounce Gott's name better than Balthazar. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. And I got to go up in one of them balloons. It was amazing. Gina, again? Give me 100 if you're so rich. I know, right? Not a measly coin. But she did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? How many times is she gonna show up in court? And she clearly loved every minute of it. There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above. You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only altitude of circa 60 feet. Very low. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can't you? 60 feet. About 18 meters then. Oh, I forget, he's not American. Is that Riz? If you were to just go up to someone and go, I'm rich. Okay, maybe. Maybe that is Riz. Thank you for your introductions. Now you will give your formal testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had a vantage point above the stage. It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. I don't know what accent he has. I'm bad at accents, guys. There was a huge bang from the stage, and the next second, another bang in the sky besides us. Huh? 2 bangs? And from amidst the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere. Is that an accent? The cage had fell from the sky like a stone, and crashed into the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower. Most extraordinary collective account, I must say. Could I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. 2 bangs, right? Specifically, that there were 2 explosions? More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places. What? When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Then, as power was supplied to the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, the second explosion occurred, directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witness. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower. I was very surprised. Suddenly, a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing. This is hard! The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide. Get me out of this game! I still have lots of money. Okay, alright. Okay, flex on me then. Precisely. Who is this curious infant? Same. You can use all of your virtual husbands. Where's my credit card, Rizno? You can use all your virtual husbands. You can use all on your virtual husbands. Where's my credit card? Could you... Am I reading that wrong? I'm sorry. Could you retype that for me? I'm told he's a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition. Duh! I'm here in London on a sightseeing trip visit my elementary school. What? We have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony. Do we really need that? When I remove my mask, this is what I look like. Ah, yes, I see. A delightful face, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody says so. Oh, he is rich and beautiful? That's not fair. Wait, what did he say? Great disguise, then. The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the fact for the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the Crystal Tower where the victim fell. Therefore, only the accused, who was with Mr. Asman on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder. Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So, the defense cross-examination now, please. Yes, my lord. Hi, Clover. Hi, and welcome back. It's good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. We finished Call of Duty, and now we're playing Ace Attorney. It was an incident terrible. Oh, wait, I already read this. Okay. I'm gonna press this. So you actually saw the accident happen from up in the air? Yep. Isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, Odo, being a lawyer's a mug's game. You should join the force and we can go flying together. You know me so well. Yes, well, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think? Everything. We saw everything. Because we were up above it all. That dodgy cove climbing into that cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was that massive bang and the cage disappeared. Just like that. Forget what I said? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Are you describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by electricity, I believe? I didn't know what to make of it. But then there was another bang, right in me ear. I looked around, and there was a huge great fireball right next to us in the sky. And there was nothing there before. Master Gotts, does your memory of the day differ? Ian teacher at elementary school says that when you meet someone for the first time. I can't do this accent! I hate this! You should always use the first name. Yes, what was it again? William Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein. Just the 4 names, then. The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remark, perhaps? Oi, get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade. Why does everyone have a problem with how I address them at the moment? You say that part so well? Do I really? Are you... That is not what I saw. Oh? Yeah. There was a second explosion and it was right beside our balloon. That is true. I mean, better than a lot of other parts. That's a lot! Which is what I said, in it. 1 minute there was nothing. Then the next one, a massive explosion. Me and teacher at elementary school says that when someone else is speaking, if you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable. Is that how French people sound? I don't know. Am I doing a French accent for a Bohemian boy? Are all Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy? Oh my god, he's flexing his riches again. Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky. A green balloon? Eh? You what? I never saw nothing like that. Well, I did. I saw it. And you can't deny I didn't. I will complain to the council. I will cry and scream. My testimony is the truth. I am a Bohemian prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That is not allowed. Playing the bleeding royalty card, are ya? Typical. Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's police. In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony, in the interest of the cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia. was not the sky that exploded, it was a green balloon that was next to us at the time. What? Great balloon. Damn it! No! Okay. This is why we baby save. That's why I didn't say anything. A green balloon, you say? Are you sure about that? Aw, man, I hate when he has to talk. Of course I am sure. I'm a proud Bohemian prince. All the questions are making me boring. What? I think you mean bored. Ah, English is very annoying. The language of my countrymen is far superior. Ragzol, it is very wrong to lie. Lie? Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason the planets never explode. It is logical. What accent does he have? Please, tell me that doesn't mean logical. If you insult me, you insult all of Bohemia. Maita. I will have the army come and shoot all your stupid balloons out of the sky. All of them. Here you are, Your Highness. If only all international incidents were so easily resolved. Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps we could return to the testimony. Do you also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Loon? No, I did not see the explosion myself. However. Okay, there has to be something I'm missing here. Oh wait, I didn't mean to... Okay, he added that statement before what? Am I missing something? What am I waiting for, Elasmo? Did you see that actually happen? No, in reality I did not. I saw after it hit the tower. There was a grand confusion around the stage. I ran to see what had happened. I was terrorized by the idea that one of my balloons had crashed. Oh, I just don't want to backseat. Oh, I see. Feeling tired, having to bed early. Bye. Oh, take care. Thank you, Dan, for being here. And thank you for the hydrate. I hope you the best of dreams. Thank you for being here. I suppose they are his livelihood. But when I looked up to the sky, all my precious balloons were still there. I saw it, though. I saw it slam into the tower. After all, I am a detective now. Then tell us what you saw, Inspector Lestrade. That's what I like to hear. I guess I just press everything? See what happens. Was it you who gave the order to keep people away? That's probably not her. Use your head, Odo. How could it have been me? I was up in a balloon, weren't I? Right. So cause I weren't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over there. He was getting shoved and kicked all around by the panicking spectators as he tried to seal off the scene. It was a real sight to behold, I can tell ya. Amazing! Poor Inspector Gregson. So anyway, I couldn't see the cage all that well because of all the smoke. And I didn't really want to see, to be honest. I was scared out of me wits. Keep it together, Inspector. The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration was genuine, but what if it was actually some kind of switch-around trick instead? That would mean that the victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. The two explosions would have thrown everyone watching into a panic for sure. I think I need to find out more about what exactly people saw at the time. Maybe it's this one? Oh, yes! Mr. Loon, in your testimony, you said that all 3 of balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged. See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosions, it would have been terrible. I wonder if you might know what this is? I think it may be... See, part of a balloon. A burnt piece of the fabric of the envelope. Sorry? The envelope? Pardon. That is the large round part of the balloon which becomes filled with hot air. It is made from very thick fabric lined with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky. Just as I thought. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master Gods testifies, a green balloon did indeed explode that day. If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. No! If a balloon exploded that day, why didn't the man say so? Maybe everyone on board was killed. Oh no! Having just spent 10 whole pounds for the experience? How awful. Seems to lead to things like those crash 50... Man, I could not read that one. Instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage, the point of the materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon. Causing the balloon to explode? Yes, eminently plausible. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were, but it changes nothing about the permanent facts. Say so or say so? I'm say so! This I cannot accept! Why not, Mr. Loon? You are suggesting that I am a liar. That person's died in a balloon accident. There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon. The victim was the sole fatality that day. That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Thun is not a liar. There was no such balloon in the sky. It is non possible. You're saying it's impossible? Why? This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating that day. Aye! But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord, the defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Loon. I concur. There is clearly more to the truth here than meets the eye. It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloon you were operating at the exhibition. Gaze, my lord. As I said, is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe! But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt up bit of cloth was found at the scene, can ya? The coppers at the yard reckoned it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. The stupido ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. Oh. So your assertion is that the balloon in this child was not the one belonging to you? Si, exactamente. If he saw a balloon in the first place, I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. If you attacked us, we will fight back. It will be war. All out war. What happened to all out war? Mr. Loon certainly doesn't appear to be lying, but that doesn't change the facts that the testimony and the evidence are contradictory here. If the defense is unable to find fault with the witnesses' statements, the court must consider them the truth. Think long and hard on that, my learned friend. The situation has clearly changed now. If I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what I have to get to the bottom of this. Man, I can't. Words are hard. Counsel, you may cross-examine the witnesses. Okay, let me at him. Do. I have anything in my court record? I see this. See anything here either? Wait, where's COD? Hello, welcome back. We finished COD. So now we're playing Ace Attorney because I was like, that's too short of a stream. I'm used to longer streams now. Unfortunately, you guys have trained me. Normally, me, 2-hour Andy. At 10 p.m., I'm gone. But here I am. At 11:15 p.m. You couldn't just have forgotten one, maybe? We're gonna reach 8-hour Andy soon. I know. No, honestly, the streams this week have been so long. I streamed for 5 and 6 hours this week. Now she's an extra D-Gen streamer. I don't want to be. Just ignore. I might not notice if I was given 100 lentils and one was missing. But we were talking about 3 enormous balloons. Do you believe I could make a mistake about something so grand and expensive? I took the liberty of having Inspector Gregson check this gentleman's warehouse. I have the report here. It clearly says a total of 3 balloons. Really appreciate longer streams. Take a rest if you need. Thank you for the longer streams, lovers. I appreciate it. Oh, no. Thank you guys for hanging out with me during my long streams. So, if anything, thank you guys. If you guys weren't in chat while I was streaming, I would definitely end stream way earlier. Tilo, good night. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Good night, good night. Sleep well. It would appear no mistake has been made then. Surely Miss Lestrade could have been sent for such a menial task. What? Me? I'll tell you what I told the boss. East End kids like me can only count up to 2. Is that a flex? Obviously that ain't true, but the boss bought it and said he'd have to go in this. He believed it? Goddamn old too. But the boss bought it and said he'd have to go himself in that case. I'm just hopping in and out though. I appreciate you hopping in at all. Some people don't even stop by. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe. Also, let me move a little bit so you guys can read the... There we go. You can't get away that a burnt out bit of cloth was found at the scene, can ya? Coppers at the yard regular... There was considerable damage to the stage and surrounding area, weren't there? Yeah, some of the coves were... Well, some of the coves, what? All 3 of these people have an accident and it's pissing me off. Some of the coves what were watching the experiment were caught in the blast and injured. Good job the old contraption didn't kneel over, eh? I haven't even considered that. It seems that there was a great panic after the incident occurred. Nevertheless, the police shouldn't have missed a torn piece of the envelope from a balloon. Inspector Gregson can expect repercussions. Like me swiping all his fish and chips, eh? The man's sole pleasure. I'm from the previous stream, by the way. Got stuck at work, so I can't watch month. Oh, no worries, Lucas. Don't worry. None of this matters. That scrap of balloon envelope means nothing. You mean the color is wrong? Si, senor. I do not have any green balloons in my warehouse. And yet, a piece of green cloth was found at the scene, and it's unmistakably from a balloon. Well, I do not know how that can be. For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question. Why not? There have been recreational balloons flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date. Unfortunate, as I'm sure you'd agree. You believe it may have been from some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition? Si, exactamente. As the senor says, it's not from one of my balloons. Clearly this little ragzoll from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw. Oh, he's gonna rage war on you now! Va, as he says.
It's Master Wilhelm Guster Stigmund Osma-Stein.
It was on the tip of my tongue. Something's very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear it. I swear all over Bohemia. I feel like I'm spitting. I feel like you can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. If you do not have evidence, Ragzol, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh? Sounds like you have a lisp. I think it is. Perhaps we'd let the judge decide when it comes to punishments. Evidence? What is it? What is this evidence? To give a simple example, young man? A photograph, for instance. Some tangible proof of what you claim. Hey, well, why didn't you say sooner? I have the photograph here. Good gracious! What? What? I had not been up in balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. What is it? I took lots and lots of photographs of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the streets of London, of the hot air cellar, the balloon, and the instantaneous kinesis experiment. Did you take a picture of that? One picture. Really? You did take one? But all I wanted was a ride in a balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments. Never mind that. Can you show us that photograph? Of course. And then you will see. Hi, Blizz. Welcome back. I did pee today. Did you pee today? You will see why I am not lying. That I really did see a green balloon. What the hell? Well, I see you are all too shocked to speak. Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man. Green balloon? Yeah, I could totally see the color in this photo. Perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from the photograph, but... No zigzags. But that is not my fault! That is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera! Wah in Bohemian. Wah in Bohemian. That is one very Bohemian sounding cry. Where's in Bohemian? When Bohemian. But very well. The court will accept this photograph as evidence. Oh, he's all cried out. It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera. Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. In any case, when exactly did you take that photograph? Well, it was on the day of the big explosion. You don't say. When I pressed the shutter release, there was a very loud bang, and a hot wind rushed over my face. That means this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred. Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. I could not give a flying fig! Lovely language you've picked up. As I thought, Mr. Loon's testimony just doesn't quite add up. The young Bohemian boy claims to have seen another, fourth balloon, but Mr. Loon vehemently denies the possibility, and it's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, this inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure. Wait, there was no one in this one. Alright, it's baby saving time. It's baby time. I'm a big baby. Where's in Bohemian? That's me. Where in Bohemian? Unfortunately, the photograph Master Gotts took can't tell us the color of the balloon. Bohemian was. But it can tell us something else. Something critically important. What? It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Ah, oh my goodness, you're right! But surely all the balloons would have been carrying passengers. There'd be no sense in it otherwise. See! They are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers. Which tells us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the skies above the experimentation stage. The mysterious green balloon. I know nothing. I can only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine. Oh my god, his head is pulsing. There are illegal tradesmen everywhere you care to look. Clearly, one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition and managed to operate Balloon's flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing. See, the competition trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because of the experimento that went wrong on the stage. This fourth balloon exploded at the very same moment Mr. Asman was beamed from the stage below. Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after it and left them scorch marks, they didn't come from the stage at all. It was bits of the balloon raining down. Because no one was in it, it didn't get no attention. A mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers, silently floating over the experimentation stage. This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. Clearly it has nothing to do with the case. Its relevance does elude me, I must say. The court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already. The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded. Does anyone actually believe it's over here? Really? Have we really got the truth yet? No, I can't let this opportunity slip away. The jurors' minds are made up, and not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more we can learn from it? There's more! Do you not see this literal shooting star? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, wait! Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph from Mr. Gotts may well be hiding one more vital clue. What's that? A vital clue? Footsteps soon? I hope not. For Runosuke's sake, but not ours. I want to hear those footsteps. We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for definites now. So tell the court. What exactly does this alleged clue in the photograph prove? The cause of the explosion, right? We can reasonably assume that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Yeah, that's right. It was not my fault. Evidently, because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. And the balloon, being filled with flammable hydrogen, instantly and explosively ignited. No, that's not what happened. What? It would appear that this photograph requires closer examination. Counsel for the defense, will you highlight the location of this alleged clue in the photograph for the court? Of course, my lord. If you look closely, it's plain enough to see, and what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have, in a way that leads to an unbelievable conclusion. A clue that heavily suggests the real reason the balloon exploded is... I mean, it's just this shooting star in the middle of the freaking picture. The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous. If you look, you'll notice there's a bright white line that appears to point directly at the balloon. Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally on film. I'm afraid I can see nothing of the sort. If you look without a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear what the nature of this bright light really is. Goodness, what is that? Undeniably some flash of light, yes. Oh, golly. Do you think it might be lightning? But it couldn't have been a finer day. I believe we may be looking at a fire. A bolt of fire heading straight for the balloon. Like an arrow. Indeed, even to my aging eyes, it would appear to be a flame of some sort. My word! Are Are you suggesting this flame struck the hydrogen gas that filled the balloon?
He has a gun at court, so you can too. Oh, well, I put it away already.
That's absurd. The balloon would have been 60 feet above the ground at the time.
How's my Call of Duty voice?
No flame could have possibly have reached such a height.
Actually, it's my opinion. It's my opinion! It's a voice? Okay. That a particular piece of evidence found at the scene reveals how that is exactly what did happen. What evidence? Hi, Rory! Welcome back. It's good to see you. Welcome into my Great Ace Attorney stream. Actually,
If such evidence exists, counsel, then for goodness sake, present it, man.
wow, he just went dude on me. Best voice actor NA.
This was found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene.
Good lord!
Is that a crossbow? An arrow dipped in oil and set alight could have been shot from this weapon, sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon. Are you suggesting that crossbow was used to deliberately...
Blimey, you're right! That streak of light in the photo looks like an arrow, doesn't it?
Then, the explosion of the balloon it was... very likely the result of a flaming arrow from this crossbow igniting the hydrogen gas inside of it.
No! Best storyteller NA. Thank you. I work really hard on that, actually. Order! Order!
Counsel, this is an extraordinary supposition. If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter could have used a gun, of course. However, there's an obvious reason why that would have been out of the question. The noise of the discharge? Of course. That's right. By using a crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently. Well, yeah, if someone had shot a gun off in the exhibition grounds, it wouldn't have caused a real panic. But with the big explosion, there was a very big panic all anyway, no? I don't like this. It should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this. Something feels wrong. Do you understand the implications of what you're saying, my Nipponese friend? If a flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously it would have exploded. And if the birdcage appeared from the cloud of smoke that ensued... What? Wait a minute! What are you really saying here? I don't get it. Was the birdcage beamed up into the sky after all? Or what? Oh my goodness me! Now I understand. That's what that sinking feeling is about. I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along. What? Did I just hear that correctly, Counsel? There's no going back now. The horse has bolted. Let's assume, as I said, that the birdcage was hidden inside the green balloon from the start. On stage, when the experiment was started, the birdcage in the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in a cloud of smoke. At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground, causing the green balloon to explode and drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their heads. From amid the smoke, the hidden birdcage then appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower. I think you'll all agree it's entirely plausible. That we've just described is the real truth behind the miraculous experiment carried out that day. Good grief! This is ludicrous! What you've described is no science experiment. It's child's play. A display of stage magic. Both Mr. Sholmes and Iris said the experiment was scientific impossibility, in which case this is the only way to explain what happened that day. And in any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage in the crystal tower. If the instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that? If I'm may put in a word, as a man of magic myself, such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception. Juror number 3! All that would need is a doppelganger, someone who looked very similar to the victim, Mr. Asman, and having this other man appear on stage to front the show as a body double. Yes! Of course! So in fact, Mr. Asman must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start. That balloon would have been filled with hydrogen. Anything hidden inside it would have been scattered to the 4 winds when it exploded. No one would have ever embarked on such a risky venture. Not necessarily. The explosive force of the balloon gas would have much depend on the mixture ratio. Juror number 4! Flying balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases such as helium as well. Helium on its own doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered. Mixture ratio? Jurors? Yeah, the jurors are in it just as much as me. Obviously, the victim's body would have suffered some burns. That would be unavoidable. But not to such an extent as to render this whole obscene charade impossible. So everything that happened can be explained, logically and scientifically. The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred. Well, goodness me. If we accept that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. Asman, was never present on the public experimentation stage to begin with. Ugh. In short, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant, who was on stage in full view the entire time. You're playing a long VN, so I won't redeem ASMR, but just know I want to. Oh, really? Wait, why would you want that? What? This will be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Lord Van Zieks can't credibly maintain that Professor Harebrain is a suspect now. I just woke up. How was the rest of the stream? Good morning, Smithy! Thank you so much for the hearts. Welcome back! We finished Call of Duty and now we're just playing Ace Attorney because I felt like the stream was too short. But welcome in. These jurors are more useful than the last case. I know, last time they were so against me. It's because they were racist. Mr. Naruhodo, I appreciate your efforts. Thank you. Professor? You can stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please. Sorry? Oh. Wait, it's only for a minute, so... Okay, hold on. Let me set up a timer. One minute timer. Alright. Oh. What is this all about, Mr. Harebrain? I, Albert Harebrain, hereby confess that it was me who stabbed Mr. Audie Osman. Yes, it was me, with my faithful friend and partner, Andrew the Screwdriver. What are you doing? What is he doing? What the hell is happening? Order. Defendant, explain the sudden confession. Professor Harebrain, what are you talking about? It's what I've said all along. I must protect my hypotheses and my precious machine. You stand there and claim it was all a trick, all an elaborate prank, but where's your proof? No, you'd have to examine the machine if you wanted to prove it, but then it would all be over. My beautiful hypotheses would be laid bare. I mean, the indignity of it. Okay, I think that the minute is over. Thank you so much for the ASMR redeem. I hope you all enjoyed that. I'm not huge on ASMR, but that was pretty good. Thank you. Oh, thank you! I need to make a YouTube video of ASMR. I lay in my bed watching Clover play this. It's so relaxing. Oh, I'm glad it's cozy. It's clear that you drew the plans for the experiment, but you didn't actually build it. Oh, it's true. It's quite conceivable that you were duped, Professor. If you'll just let me explain, I can prove— Barrack! Yes? I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear it. So please, ensure that the special dispensation for my Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect my creation. Naruto, I did everything. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the video. I know. I'm working on it. Don't worry, guys. There's a lot I'm working on in the background, actually. Oh, it's crazy. Pray, forgive the discourtesy of filling my hollow chalice at this critical juncture. Here's to my learned Nipponese friend. What? And his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense's position in the light of the accused's confession. We appreciate your hard work. Oh, thank you. You intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick, because the moment you do, the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply. The prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth. However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigation will be crushed, and the confidentiality of the professor's hypotheses preserved. I don't think his hypotheses will be uncovered because the machine is bogus. I'll probably be back later. If not, have a fun stream. Thank you so much for the lurk, Waffle. I appreciate it. I hope you have good luck with whatever you're doing. Well, counsel, what is the defense's official position on this matter? What Professor Harebrain, my client, actually asked of me was to prove that the explosion on stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of the hypotheses. But there's no way to do that without implying the professor's guilt. Do I protect my client's life by asserting his innocence? Or do I uphold my client's request but see him condemned? Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust. Do we have to choose? I think we might have to. You've been silent long enough. Isn't talking your trade, my learned friend? Okay, I might do a baby save here. I think we still say that it doesn't work, but if it's an accident, I don't know. Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused Nipponese mind? I mean, he's saying he wants to go to prison. He wants to go to prison to protect his thing. Naruto! There's no escape here. I have to make a choice. But it's an impossible one. I have to give up on something. But what? The defense asserts that the defendant's instantaneous kinesis machine was in fact... I love his darting eyes. That's like the best part of this sprite. No, I can't say it. My client placed his faith in me. I can't just let him down. What must I give up on is not the question you have to ask yourself here. It's what can I protect? Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. It's been far too long. SUSATO SAN! But what are you? Hiya! My first SUSATO takedown in 6 months! There'll be time to talk later, Mr. Naruhodo. For now, we must concentrate on the task at hand. Which is working out what I have to give up on. But what can I protect? Professor Harebrain! I actually have chills right now. Oh my god. Yes? Yesterday, you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth too. Yes, of course. And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. Asman. I think you've come to realize something yourself too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. The truth behind that is what we both must pursue now.
Ah!
So, you finally opened your eyes.
What?
And as for you, Albert, you can't ignore this any longer.
Oh, so he's a good guy. So he was just egging us on. Is that what he's gonna say?
Ah, having heard my learned friend's assertion, don't you have something to say?
Eric.
Lord Venziques?
Gosh, I've never heard him speak that way before. Oh my god, she's actually back! That's my goat! In truth, there is one thing. Something I've remembered of relevance. What? On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage. A man holding that crossbow. Yes, Clover, the great detective is on. Hello, Crimson! Can we get some Clover waits for Crimson's very first message in our chat? Welcome in! Yes, the great detective is on. We are playing my favorite game, The Great Ace Attorney. Have you played before? I beg your pardon? Thanks, how are you? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Professor! Did the man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like? Tall. Taller than me. And thinner than me. With straight hair. Straighter and whiter than mine. Let me see. One less lens than me too. A monocle. A rather stylish black monocle. But one thing in particular will help positively identify the man, you see? I know him very well. After all, he's the engineer who built my invention. What? He built the machine? That's right. Mr. Asman introduced me to him a year ago. He's a man by the name of Enoch Drebber? Enoch Drebber? I have to see you on? Oh, thank you! I'm glad to have you here. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Does this name mean something? Members of the jury seem flustered. Not a name any scientist wishes to hear. The man's an abomination. Not a name any conjurer wishes to hear either. Who on earth is he? I'm afraid this isn't the first tale of this nature that I've heard in scientific circles in connection with that name. There's talk of other flamboyant experiments that turn out to be nothing but staged trickery in the end. Obviously, the rascal is after the government's research grant money. When magicians are in need of money, I have heard of them resorting to these underhand tactics. Some acquaintances of mine with experience of such things have mentioned Enoch Drebber's name before. The man is both an engineer and a magician. Yes, we're dealing with an unparalleled confidence trickster here. That's Enoch Drebber for you. Hi, Duplicity! Welcome back! It's good to see you! Welcome into my Great Ace Attorney stream. I hope you've been well. Well, shucks, I'm excited to meet him now. Oh, it's true then. My invention, my great machine, it was just a grand illusion? Considering what we've just heard about Mr. Drebber's character, I'm sorry to say that sounds increasingly likely. I'm good, pretty good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. We just finished Call of Duty. It was more violent than I thought it was going to be, but I mean, it did have a mature rating, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Makes sense that a sponsor in hopes of getting fraud. What's the case? Stolen invention? Basically, this professor is accused of murder right now. He had an experiment go off, and basically his funder was killed, and they're accusing him of murder because if you win this like science experiment place that he went to, you get grant money from the government. And so people are accusing him of murdering his funder so he can take all the grant money himself. And right now we're trying to prove his innocence. Even though no one else believed it, I wanted to. I wanted to believe that machine would function exactly as my hypotheses predicted. Which is why you were so opposed to it being investigated, I presume? I knew that if the machine was examined in detail, its construction would give away my hypothesis.
Obviously, I didn't want that to happen. But at the same time, I knew that if it was found to be nothing more than a trick, than a work of deception, then everything I'd worked towards, all of my research, all of my dreams, my whole life would be over. I was terrified at the prospect. So you really had no idea then, did you? About the true nature of the machine that was built, and the true nature of Mr. Drebber. I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it. It's entirely possible that Mr. Asman and Mr. Drebber were working together to use you as means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money. That's it. I'm hiring Clover as my attorney. I'm on the case. Don't worry, I got you. When I announced my invention to the crowds that day, it was the finest moment of my career. I pulled all the levers and turned all the dials in exactly the way Drebber had described. When the smoke suddenly started billowing out, I panicked. I didn't know what was happening. But I really don't know how the whole illusion was made to work. I don't know anything anymore. Aw, I feel so bad for him. He just wanted to be a science guy. Let me confirm one. Sorry, I don't know why I started meowing. Anyway, let me confirm one final point with you, Professor. You now consent to the prosecution submitting the necessary paperwork to release your invention from the protection afforded by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. Wow, that took all of my lung capacity to say. Yes, please, go ahead. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, baby! It's okay! Oh, that's so sad. I feel so bad. It would appear that we shall have to suspend proceedings for the remainder of the day now. Lord Van Zieks? My lord? The court has newly been made aware of another party whose involvement in this matter is critical. Yes, Mr. Drebber. Gather information about the man if possible. I should like him served with a subpoena. Does that mean we can look at the machine now too? Yeah. With pleasure, my lord. Now, counsel for the defense. Yes, my lord. When we reconvene, I shall be looking for one thing and one thing alone from you. Evidence that the defendant is innocent of the crime for which he presently stands accused. I understand. Good. In that case, this court is adjourned until tomorrow morning. Bonk! We did it! Guys, what if I do the silly? No, I shouldn't. Mr. Naruhodo! Ah, yes? Oh, whoops. I'm so sorry! I was wrong. You were right. I tricked you. You trusted me. I dragged you into my mess. Oh, how did it ever come to this? I'm so sorry! What? Silly? I was like, what if I finish this case tonight? But that sounds like a horrible idea. Did you really have no idea, Professor? About what Mr. Drebber was really up to, I mean? About what he was really constructing? Naturally! That machine was the embodiment of my hypotheses, of all my hopes and dreams. I had complete faith in it. Alright, in that case, I won't say any more. Now, sadly the murder accusation against you still stands, so we must do as much investigation as we can before the trial resumes tomorrow. He's not really sorry. He's sorry. Oh no, I think there's a lot left, no? Yeah, there's a whole investigation day and a whole trial. Probably 2 more hours to finish. Oh, that's probably true, huh? Well, thank you for doing so much for me. Don't you me, you funker. Dude, oh my god. You know how we joked and I was like, oh my god, ha ha ha. Wow, this is like halfway to my 12-hour stream after our Apex Legends stream. And then the next day I streamed for 6 hours again. And I was like, wow, I just did my 12-hour stream in 2 days again. Susato! Dude, I love her theme song. I missed it so much. I'm so sorry for arriving late this morning, Mr. Naruhodo. Arriving late? Didn't you receive my postcard? I wanted to let you know when I'd arrive. Postcard? What postcard? I hid it from you, Runo, so it would be a surprise. Well, did it work? I was surprised, all right, especially when she threw me to the ground. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I was just so happy to see you again that it sort of slipped out. Find you a girl that gets so excited she slams you to the ground when she sees you. Maybe we could stick to more traditional displays of emotion in the future? Susie's training was late into London, Victoria this morning, you see. But we made the coachman really whip the horses hard so she didn't miss the whole trial. I was watching from the gallery for a while, but in the end, I'm afraid I couldn't contain myself. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Oh, having you at my side in court gives me the strength I need to win. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! 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 What are we, Runo? My battery is dying soon, so enjoy the stream. Bye, Fins! Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Check your Riz Rio proposal? I know! I prefer to be slammed against the wall. So, I'm delighted to see you back in London. Oh, you're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm delighted to be here. Oh, it's so good to have you back! I hope I can continue to be of service to you. Of course. So, what's brought you back? Did Professor Mikotoba not protest? Let's save all that conversation for when we're back at home, shall we? You know, I've made one of my most special blends ever for this special occasion. Oh, Iris, how wonderful! I can't wait. SUSATO San is back in London. It's hard to describe how happy that made me feel at the time, but despite my elation, our tale was about to take yet another extraordinary turn. Alright, I guess I'll end stream here. Wait, that would be so lit, Steve! Oh my god, wait, we should totally do that. But that makes more work for the mods. Alright, I guess I will end stream here. I need to remember that I played a different game before we started today. Yeah, I was about to ask, is there a count for the pin of shame? No, not right now. Alright. Okay, yeah, we did do 2 streams. I shouldn't continue, even though I really want to play more. It's okay. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for suggesting this after all my pins. Yeah, actually, yeah. If we caught it while Kinney was in their pin era. Thank you for the double stream. Of course, thank you so much for being here for both. I appreciate you all. Okay, let's go to my ending screen. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here, Q! I appreciate you! Have a good rest and see you next week. Yeah, so, as you all know, my wonderful, good, amazing friend Stelia is going on hiatus. Tomorrow is going to be her last stream ever tomorrow, so please check her out. Can we give a shout out to Stelia? If you haven't checked her out already, you should definitely check her out and wish her well before she goes on her break. I will be last stream ever. Oh no, not ever, but for like a while. She'll be taking a long, it's a perma hiatus, not a perma. It's just a long hiatus, but We don't know when she'll be back. It's an indefinite hiatus. So yeah. So we don't, yeah. So let's wish her off well. I will be around her stream a lot tomorrow. So please, please, please check her out. I will also be popping in. I'll make a tweet when I'm on her channel, but I will be there to talk to her and say goodbye to her before. No, I haven't finished her gifts yet. No, you should finish your gifts. Do you know when she's starting? She's starting in the noon time, I believe, but I believe she's talking to other people. And then yeah, she has quite a bit lined up for tomorrow. Let me check. Let me check what she has scheduled. But yeah, she's doing call-ins so people can come by and call, and so she has this whole schedule. I have signed up to talk to her, so you might see me if you are there tomorrow. Let's see. See what her schedule says, what she's doing tomorrow. She says call in with friends, cover release, and farewells, and she starts at 12 tomorrow. So yeah, please, please, please go and check her out tomorrow. I will be there. I don't think there's anything else from me today. I won't see you guys on Sunday, but I will see you guys on Monday. I will let you guys know. 12, which time zone? PST. So she is also running on PST time. Make her cry, Clover. Don't make her cry yourself. Don't cry yourself. And don't cry yourself. What? I have to make her cry, but I don't cry myself? Y'all might want to be there for the cover release, just saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is a cover release tomorrow. Haha. You should definitely check it out. I don't know if I could say that, but yeah, you should definitely check out her cover release tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome is all I can say. I think you told us before, yeah, but when is that planned? I don't believe she's posted when she's gonna have it. I believe she'll talk about it more when she goes live tomorrow. Or when she'll probably post the waiting room for it tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, also, I have a YouTube video going up next week. Sorry, I just needed to let that out. There's just so much going on. I've been meaning to post this YouTube video for weeks, and I keep forgetting. So next week I'm posting the video, so I hope you guys enjoy. The video will be on my Goose Goose Duck stream, so I hope y'all enjoy that. We'll probably have a watch along on stream, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the stream. Let's go find someone to rate. Nani? Who do I rate? Let's rate 10. 10 is currently playing Valorant. Wow. I know that's everyone's favorite here. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't followed already, here are all of my social media accounts. Here's my Twitter, my TikTok, and my YouTube. Do we have a VODs command? Oh, yes. If you haven't checked out my VODs channel, I have a VODs channel in case you've ever missed any streams of mine. Thank you for the stream, Clover. Thank you for being here, Mecca. And hi, Curry. Take care, Clover. You too, take care as well, Curry. Valo streamer rating another Valo streamer. Okay, buddy. If you haven't joined the Discord already, please join the Discord. Please be 18 or older. There's a lot of cool stuff to do in there. You can talk about your Honkai Star Rail. You can talk about your day in Day Raider. You can introduce yourself and say good morning to all the other lucky cats. It's really cozy and comfy in there. Just please be 18 or older. There's no not safe for work in there. It's just to make sure everyone's safe and cozy. There's a lot of weird people that can try and DM you on Discord, so I'm trying to keep everyone safe in my community. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Here's my raid message. If you are not subbed, if you are subbed, here's my raid message. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you so much for watching me play whatever I want to play all the time. I really appreciate it. We'll miss you. I'll be gone for only like 2 days. You will be okay. No worries. But yeah. So I missed her already. I'm still here. I'm right here. But goodbye, Mecca. Goodbye, Elasmo. Goodbye, Hodora. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, remember Clover? I'm here! You know what? I'm going on my indefinite hiatus. Fuck you guys. Just in time for rain. Hi, Cardboard! It's been a while! I hope you've been well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't you dare. I just got VIP. Oh. And oop. Bye, sweet Clover. Goodbye, Lord! Oh, bye-bye, Waffle. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, everyone. Be nice to 10, okay? Have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Love y'all.